Hi everyone, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's Ushke Styles here. I share 20 draft videos and pattern drafting right here on my channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you all how to make a wrap gown, as you can see right here on your screen, with this pleats that adds extra beauty to this dress. I intend wearing mine to church, that is why it's on a longer version compared to the one on the thumbnail, which is on a shorter version. I also have a rope fixed to it that attaches from the sides all the way around the waistline. This is a 100% beginner friendly tutorial, and if it sounds like something you're interested in learning, keep on watching and let's get started. You'll be needing at least 3 yards of fabric that is 60 inches by length, and this one I have here is a crop, which the right side of the fabric is slightly rough when felt on the skin. It is slightly stretchy as well, and I have folded it into two. I'll be drafting out for the back part of the dress first before the front. I always rule my first line, which is the shoulder line. All my measurements will be starting from there. To determine the folds you have, I divided my hip circumference by 4 and I added 2 inches extra to it. So half inch will be for my ease and 1.5 inches will be for my sewing allowance. Now from that my shoulder line, I marked my chest line of 8 inches. Then I'll mark my half length of 16 inches. I'll also come down from my half length by 8 inches so that I can mark my hip length. I'll also get the length of this my gown, which is 38 inches. So when I add the pleats at the hem of 3 inches, it is going to come at 40 inches. I'll extend this point into a straight line and cut off the excess that is not needed again. After extending all my lines, I'm going to be marking my neck. So my neck width here is 3 inches and my neck depth here will be 1.5 inches. I'll create a round neckline like this and then proceed to get my shoulder. I'll mark my shoulder of 7 inches. I'm also going to be marking this my shoulder length on my chest line 7 inches so that I can connect these 2 points together so they can be in a straight line. On this my chest line again, I'll divide my bust circumference by 4 and mark the quarter of it. I'll add half of an inch for ease and 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. On my waist, I marked the quarter of my waist and repeated same process. Then in total, everything I added as allowance here is 2 inches. I did same thing on my hip. Now take the hip measurement, everything I have right here. I'll subtract 1 inch from there, and that is what I'll mark on the hem of my gown. Then I'll connect all these lines together. After that, I'll move over to my armhole and divide it into two. On that midpoint, I went in by half inch and now created my armhole curve. I'll go up by half inch from my neck width and slant it into the other side of my shoulder, and that is it for the back part of this gown. I'll go ahead to cut this out exactly the way I have drafted. Now for the front part of this my dress, I've gone ahead to fold this fabric behind the camera and I also place the back part on it. But before doing this, I marked 8 inches like this extension before I went on ahead to pin the back part of my gown on it. I also cut out the base and the size of my dress exactly the same. So this is the part now I'll be working on. From the top part of this my dress, I'll be marking my half length of 16 inches right here. Then from my neck width, using the back part of my neckline as my guide, I'll be placing my ruler this way to connect it into my half length. But I'll just remove this part so that I can easily do this. So I'll connect from my neck width down to this my half length. Then the next is to work for the lower part after cutting this out. I'll make the lines here visible because I'll be removing this back part of my dress right here. So I raise it up now and I've placed my curl rule from the waist like this. You're going to create a curve of your choice. If you want this to be very curved or shorter at this point, this is when you can do this. But I didn't really want my short and I didn't really want it exposing. That is why I slightly curved it like this. So after curving, I also went on ahead to cut this out. So that is it for the drafting. We'll go ahead now to sew. Now right sides facing each other, I'll start joining the shoulder of this my dress, the front and the back part of my dress. After pinning, I'll stitch down using half inch. I also arrange the sides as well, as you can see me doing here, and pin it. Then I will start joining using 1.5 inches, which is my sewing allowance. But before I do this, I'm going to be marking 1 inch below from the armhole so that I won't have any difficulty while fixing my sleeve. Then I'll mark 1.5 inches to the ends and I'll join both sides of this my dress as well. So while joining at one side of your dress, leave at least 2 inches space on the half length. This is where our rope will be passing through, okay, just as I've done right here. From the half length here, I'll be folding this in twice all around till I get to this other side, and that will be it for the neckline. So I've gone ahead to do this and iron it as well. So for the base or the hem of our dress, we are going to be taking the measurement as well from the half length here all the way around to this other side to the half length. So whatever I have here, I multiplied it by 3 because this our design will be added to it. Will be having pleats which will consume a lot of fabrics. So here is the piece here. I went on ahead to take the measurements. This is 60, this is another 60. I'll take the measurement again. This is another 37. So I realized it was not going to be enough. So behind the camera, I added extra to the length of this dress. So it is 3.5 inches wide. And at one end here, I'm going to be folding it slightly twice to the very end. I've gone ahead to do that and I added extra to the length of this. So I went on ahead to fold it into two equal halves like this so that I can get the midpoint and notch it as well. After notching, I'm going to get my dress. I'll also fold it into two so that I can get the midpoint just at the base or hem of my dress. Here's the midpoint and I'll notch it. Now I'm going to get that piece I have. I'll face it right side with that notch I have. I'll make sure that they align like this and I'll pin it down. So basically I'm going to be pleating this excess I have from here all the way to this side, and the two pleats are going to correspond at the end of the day, the same volume. One will not be bigger than the other. Now I got the half length of this my dress and I pinned it together with this piece I have for my pleating. Now I'm going to be doing a key split. So a key split is basically you dragging up at least 1 inch of fabric like this, and you're going to be making them to face each other as you are pleating. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. So it's just simple to do, and I'll do this from here till I get to that midpoint of my dress for one side. And when I was done, this is what I have. So this other part, I'll also pleat it to the other side as well. It's quite simple to do, but if I did it on the camera, it will make this tutorial really very long. Then this other piece here will be for our belt. It is 6 inches wide and in length is the circumference of my waist of 32 inches. So I'll fold it into two like this and I'm going to stitch it down using 1 inch like this straight. When I get to this edge, I'll stitch it like this and I'll turn it out inside out from this other side. I'm done making these pleats on my dress for the both sides, and this is what it looks like. So for this pleats to relax properly, I will go on ahead now to give this a very good press. So I'll do this by sprinkling water first on this pleat and I'll place my iron on top of it. Make sure it doesn't burn your dress, okay? So this is what I will do all around this piece so that it can relax properly. I've done it for all the pleats and you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to get my belt which I stitched earlier and I also ironed it as well. Now I'm going to be folding in the rough part of this my belt on that part where I turned it out from. I'll fold it in before placing it like this on the waist area, exactly on top of the pleats like this, okay? On the waist area, exactly on top of that pleat, I'll pin it down this way and I'll make a strong stitch right there. I also do the same for this other part as well and now stitch it down firmly. So this is what it should look like by the time you flip it like this. It shouldn't be seen at all. So I'm going to be passing this through now from that opening I have at the sides on my half length, and this is what it should look like when you put it on. And basically we are done with the tutorial for today. I hope you really found it helpful and I hope it wasn't confusing at all. Thank you so much for watching this far, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments, and I hope to see you all next time on this same channel. Till some other time, continue having lovely moments ahead of you all. I'll see you all next time on the same channel. Bye.